I almost let my past ruin my relationship with my wife. So when my wife and I first started to date, and we would have arguments or disagreements, I had this fear inside of me that every time we argued or disagreed, she was going to leave me. So what would happen is that I would push very hard to fix things right in the moment, and very often it would just make things much worse. My wife is the kind of person that needs space and time to think about an issue before trying to resolve it, which is good, right? It's probably the way we should all be. But that's not what I was doing. I was pushing hard to like, hey, let's fix this now, let's talk now, we gotta talk now. And like I said, very often I would make things worse. So I brought this to the Lord. Where is this fear coming from? And he showed me that it was coming from a childhood trauma. When I was a kid, there was a time in my life where my father didn't live at home with us, and my parents later restored their marriage and our family was good for the glory of God. But at this time, my dad was visiting us for a weekend. And we took a beach trip as a family, and on the way home, my mom and my dad get into this huge argument. So much so that at one point my dad is like, hey, just let me out of the car, I don't want to do this anymore, just drop me off at the next bus stop. And my mom pulls over, and she does. And little 7-8-year-old Dante is in the back seat screaming and crying for his dad. He doesn't want his dad to leave, please stay, don't go. But the lesson I learned in that moment is that when people argue, they leave. And I took that into my relationship, and I almost smothered it by trying way too hard to solve things in the moment for fear of her leaving, right? Not for love and to try to make things right. It's just this fear I had inside of me that she was going to leave me. So I had to forgive, let go, and move forward. And I invite you to do the same today. Any fears that you have that don't make sense, take them to the Lord and allow him to show you where they are really and truly coming from, so that we can learn to depend on him. We can learn to forgive and move past our traumas so that they don't define our present and our future. It is okay to be where you are, but it's not okay to stay there. Love you guys. Have a good day.